You were born underground. And this is your whole life. You were born underground. Not in a hospital with windows. Not in a room with natural light. Underground. In a dugout carved directly into the rock of the South Australian desert. Your first breath is taken below the surface of the earth. The temperature above ground today is 48 degrees Celsius. Down here it is 22 degrees. It is always 22 degrees. This is Coober Pedy, the only town on earth where most people live underground. The name comes from an Aboriginal phrase, Coober Pedy. It means white man in a hole. Your town sits in the middle of the Australian outback, 500 miles from the nearest city. The landscape looks like nothing else on earth. Dusty red craters everywhere. Over 2 million mine shafts drilled into the ground. Parts of Mad Max were filmed here. That is not a coincidence. Your father is an opal miner. His father was an opal miner. His father came here from Europe after World War II. About 60% of Coober Pedy's residents originally came from Europe. Greeks, Italians, Croatians, Germans. They came looking for opal. Many of them stayed forever. Your family is one of them. Opal was first discovered here in 1915. A 14-year-old boy named Willie Hutchison found it. He was searching for water. He found something worth more than water. That single discovery changed this desert forever. Today, Coober Pedy produces more than 70% of the world's gem-quality opal. Every opal ring you've ever seen probably came from beneath your feet. You grow up in a dugout, 3 bedrooms carved into the rock, a kitchen carved into the rock, a living room carved into the rock. The walls are rough sandstone. Sometimes you can see veins of opal running through them. There are no windows, there is no natural light, but there is no heating bill either, and no cooling bill. The rock maintains 22 degrees all year round, in a place where summer temperatures reach 48 degrees above ground. Living underground is not poverty here. It is intelligence. Your town has underground churches, 3 of them, carved directly into the rock. Your town has an underground hotel, an underground bar, an underground art gallery, an underground bookstore. The first tree ever planted in Coober Pedy was welded together from scrap metal. Because nothing grows here. The ground is too dry, the heat is too extreme. Real trees cannot survive above ground in this place. You go to school above ground. Every morning you climb out of your dugout into brutal heat. The school building is one of the few structures built above the surface. At recess, you don't play outside for long. The sun is dangerous here in a way city kids never understand. You go back underground as soon as you can. As a teenager, you start going into the mines with your father. Not to work, just to learn. He shows you how to read the rock. Where opal hides. What color the surrounding stone turns when opal is nearby. This knowledge is worth more than any school lesson here. One good find can change your family's life overnight. That is the dream that kept this town alive for over 100 years. Your town has around 1,500 residents now. It once had 4,000. People leave when the opal runs dry. People leave when the isolation becomes too much. 500 miles from the nearest city is a long way when you are young and want something different. Some of your friends leave after school. They go to Adelaide. They go to Melbourne. They don't come back. You stay, not because you have no choice, because the desert gets into you in a way that is hard to explain to someone who has never lived in it. The silence above ground at night is total. The stars here are unlike anything you can see from a city. No light pollution for hundreds of miles in any direction. On clear nights, the Milky Way is so bright it casts shadows. You find your first opal at age 19. Not a valuable one, but yours. You hold it up to the light and watch it shift color. Red to green to blue to orange. All in one stone. 150 million years ago, this place was covered by ocean. The water receded. The silica settled into the rock. And slowly, over millions of years, it became this. Something that looks like a piece of the cosmos trapped in stone. You understand in that moment why your grandfather crossed the world to dig in this desert. You are an adult now. You run your own mining operation. Some years are good. Some years you find nothing. The opal doesn't follow a schedule. It doesn't care about your mortgage or your bills. It is simply there, or it isn't. Tourists come through regularly now. They stay in the underground hotel. They take photos of the underground church. They buy opals from your shop. They say your town is the most unusual place they have ever seen. They spend 2 days here and leave. You watch them go back to their normal cities. There are normal houses with windows. There are normal trees and traffic and noise. And you go back underground, where it is always 22 degrees. Where the walls sometimes glitter if the light hits them right. Where your family has lived for 3 generations, in rooms carved from ancient ocean floor. You were born in the only underground city on Earth, in a desert that kills most things that try to live in it. In a town built entirely around a stone that took 150 million years to form. Your grandfather came here with nothing and dug until he found something. Your father did the same. Now it is your turn. The desert is still here. The opal is still down there. And so are you. This is your whole life. And it is yours.